Grizzlies at the controls right now to Jaren Jackson. Anderson to Conley. Probing the defense. Has a chance with another basket there.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Catch up, baby.
To Rudy Gay. Five to shoot for San Antonio. DeRozan. Not going down for him this time.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
To Kyle Anderson. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Got to be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Rudy Gay to DeRozan. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Gasol to Jaren Jackson. Shot from the lane won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Conley into the front court. Leads one. Look out. If he's hitting those, could be a long night.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
To DeRozan. Rudy Gay. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a two-point ball game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here
Let's bring the fire. Let's bring the fire to him.
Substitutions, San Antonio. Substitutions, Memphis.
Conley to Dylan Brooks. They'll get it down to Green. Not that time, and not his shot.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Conley gets it in the left corner. Driving right to the basket. It's blocked by Gasol.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Hey, kick me the ball.
To Aldridge. And the finish at the rim.
LA has finally accepted that post position down low on the block. What I mean by that is when he first got to the Spurs, he had Tim Duncan, and also throughout his tenure, he's had Dwayne Dedmon, where he hasn't had to be that anchor. He is a mid-range assassin and also somebody that has an array of moves on the block. If you confront the post, potentially double the post, make him a passer, or if he's on the perimeter, force him to put the ball down on the ground, we might have a chance to stop the big man.
To DeRozan. He throws it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Aldridge scores from the post. Memphis with the run. Conley. Picked up by the Spurs.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To Murray. Here comes the screen. DeJounte Murray to DeRozan. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
Here's a message to the defender. I know you're here physically, but I have zero clue where you are mentally. You have to contest a shot. That's what defense means.
To Jaren Jackson. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw up and good as he finishes off the three-point play. The lead is down to 6. San Antonio with the basketball. Here comes the screen. To Aldridge. And a throwdown.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Screen on your right, on your right.
Dylan Brooks to Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson with the dunk.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Stuffs it down with authority.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Conley into the front court. Margins 8. Knocked loose. Spurs have it. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he knocks it down.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Conley. Goes to the left side. Nothing going here on that drive. Conley to Jaren Jackson. And stuffs it home.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. And he stuffs it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Number 10.
Across the timeline, it's Conley, trailing by 11. To DeRozan, stuffs it down with authority. When you're the star of the Toronto Raptors, you carry not just the pressure of an organization trying to break through, but the pressure of an entire nation.
And our society measures greatness by championships. It's about winning championships and end results. That's always going to be something looming over DeMar DeRozan.
To Gasol. The pass set it all up.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Screen coming. Conley to Dylan Brooks. Got a piece. And that one out of bounds off his spur. Conley. 5 on the shot clock for Memphis. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Spurs.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Got it.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
It's Grizzlies ball. Conley to Jaren Jackson. To Dylan Brooks.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Conley. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Cleaning the offensive glass. To Gasol. Fires the 3. Knocks it down.
There it goes in. The fact of the matter is some players aren't taking that shot on a regular basis, but still have the confidence to make them when you need them to.
Curling inside. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Got a piece of it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
It's That's no good. Great defense. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Spurs are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. For them to get the lead, I see it happening with their transition game. They've done a great job today of working the fast break offense. Have a look at the leading scores for the San Antonio Spurs. The Grizzlies are in need of some changes at the half. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Game track. Assists.
What you see on screen is how this team was able to gain this competitive advantage, doing what's necessary for the lead.
Player.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
San Antonio ball.
I got ball.
Down low, Aldridge. Inside, he scores.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Right.
Nothing going here on that drive. Spurs have it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
And throws it down.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.